Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mr. Hayshup here, bringing you a Black Ops 2 commentary on the map Nuketown. So this was before the Nuketown 2025 playlist came up. So leave a comment below if you guys want me to do my intro with hello, it's Mr. Hayshup, or just go right into what I'm gonna talk about, because you see some of those big commentators, they don't really say hello. It is whatever their YouTube name is. So just tell me what you want. And so this commentary, I'm gonna kind of talk about the Super Bowl, and just I'm gonna read some articles out of this Sports Illustrated book. So right on the front cover, you see John and Jim Harbaugh, and John Harbaugh is the Ravens head coach, and Jim Harbaugh is the 49ers. I'm a Ravens fan. I'm from Baltimore, so I'm obviously a Ravens fan. And on the front cover, you see them both, they just took a picture of them both looking at each other, but they put just both of their faces in it. And the head caption is February 3rd, 49ers versus Ravens, the horrible Sunday. And then the big caption is "There will be blood." And you open up the thing, and you see a picture of Frank Gore, you see Ray Lewis, and you see Joe Flacco. And I read an article today that Joe Flacco is going to be a free agent, but I have 100% that the Ravens will re-sign Joe Flacco because he's a franchise player. And then this next picture that you guys see or that I see, is a picture of Tom Brady just laying down. So I think that's kind of funny. He just looks like he's completely done, and I find that pretty funny because he got destroyed last Sunday against the Ravens. So you see, and then you keep going, and you see a picture of Ray Lewis, and there's an article about that, and you see a lot of stuff, and I could read this, and it's Price's essay on Ray Lewis is a terrific study on how people see things distinctly different ways. Fans and mainstream media embrace Lewis's passion and intensity on the field, while many, like myself, recoil at over his top antics. It's disappointing that someone with so much arrogance and ego, as well as a criminal background, is considered an ambassador for the NFL. So a lot of people don't like Lewis for his personal life. That he has four kids, and they're all with different wives. But I guess you just live whatever lifestyle you want to. It's however you want to choose. You see all these ads, nothing, and then you see a picture of Bernard Pierce, and it's and then there's the little article about it, and then the head, the sub article is there was no no, it's not that a good thing. It's just some stats, and then you get some hockey news. Don't really care because I don't know why it's. And then baseball, you have that's cool. You have a Baltimore Orioles thing. Earl Weaver died this year. He was born in 1930, and he died this year. I'm not sure when he died. It just said 2013, so probably soon, because I don't know. And then you just see some McDonald's commercials, obviously. You see more things, and then you see a lot of baseball in this. I don't know why baseball. Oh, more stuff about Earl Weaver. He was a manager, I think, for the Orioles back in the day, probably because he's an old guy. But and then you see some coach that looks like Andy Reid, and he's wearing a Kansas City uniform, not uniform, but jacket. He has a pen, and he has a hat, and he's riding a merry-go-round horse. That's pretty weird. Andy Reid. He went 2-14, and then the sub article about all this is it took 18 days, but the NFL coaching carousel finally completed its last turn Friday when Bruce Arians signed with Arizona. Here's how the 8 new hires rate, including the impact. And then you have some people, all these teams. You have the Browns went 5-11, Jaguars went 2-14, the Chargers went 7-9, and that's pretty. I don't know, some pretty nice stats. I don't know. I don't really like any of the teams here. You got comment below what's your guys' favorite team. Who do you want to win the Super Bowl? And who did you want to win the Super Bowl? If it's not your favorite team, if you like, who went to the playoffs that you guys wanted to win the Super Bowl? Tell me in comments below. I'll be interested to see. If you guys say the 49ers, we might have a little discussion on our hands because I'm a Ravens fan. But I guess we'll just see about how that goes. And you see more commercials, and then here's a article about Drew Brees, and it says I'm a believer, and then the thing is the Saints quarterback who expanded his musical horizons by performing with One Direction in a Pepsi ad will be an unofficial host when the NFL fans hit the Big Easy for the Super Bowl. That commercial is if you guys don't know it, Drew Brees comes in, and then like the One Direction guys, I don't know what their names are, but the One Direction guys like say something to Brees, and then he's like I think he was like, you got it what it takes, and then they flip to like another clip, and it's the One Direction guys are all in a uniform, like pads and stuff, and then Drew Brees hits one of the One Direction guys in the chest with the football, and he like falls down, and then he just kind of laughs, and I think it was a pretty funny commercial. Oh, and then here's a picture of Anquan Boldin catching the football in the end zone for, I think this was the second touchdown, and then it says the thing is Super Bowl 40, I think 6 or 3 preview, and it says Boldin the Beautiful. Boldin feasted on a diminished Pats secondary with 5 second half catches, 2 of them for scores. That was crazy. I love that. And then now he'll get a shot at the Niners defense that gave up 396 passing yards. So I think that as long as it's not too windy, Joe Flacco will have no problem airing it deep to you have Anquan Boldin. He's not for really the deep passes. He's okay, but he's not fast. He's big. Like that's how he gets people. He's like freaking giant. And then you have Torrey Smith, who's one of the fastest in the NFL. And then you have Jacoby Jones, who's pretty fast. He made that 70-yard catch with 30 seconds left. I was about flipping out right there when I was watching the game. And then you got who else? You got Tannen Doss. I think that he should just trade him because he sucks. I hate Tannen Doss. And then we got another article. I don't know what this one's about. It's there's plenty to ponder. No, not the Vikings quarterback. You got Chris Ponder, but in the roundup to New Orleans, where 2 brothers will face off on opposite sidelines, 2 quarterbacks will seize the spotlight, and 1 living legend will play his final NFL game. One thing we will know that the Ravens versus Niners will be a bowl full of fun. And a fun fact that you guys probably didn't know that Ray Lewis's first sack in the NFL that he ever got was against Jim Harbaugh, who's a coach for the 49ers, when he was a quarterback in the NFL. So I think that's just a pretty fun fact. I don't know. So there's probably pretty fun. It's gonna be like a fun environment off the field for these guys because they're probably all friends. Like you see people in the NFL, a lot of them are friends. A lot of them, some of them don't like each other, but a lot of them are friends. Like you see it like off the field, like after the game they have like respect, but during the game it just goes all the way and everyone just wants to like kill everyone else. But we got some more stuff about the thing. We got some Ray Lewis and Ray Lewis's stats over the playoffs. He had in the first game of the playoffs against the Colts, Ray Lewis had 14 tackles. In the second one, he had like 18, I think, and the third one he had 10. He had a total of 40 tackles in the playoffs. I'm not sure how it was divided, and he had a lot yesterday or last game against. He had 14 tackles in the New England game, and that's a lot against New England. And then you have Bernard Pierce, who's really good running back. And then you got some more articles, but I don't have. There's not much time left in this video, so it's pretty much all that's interesting about this. But I think that it's gonna be a good game. A lot of talk about the Horror Bowl and stuff, and a lot of anxiety. The Horror Bowl was fun last year against the Thanksgiving game, but now it's just kind of getting old. That was a direct quote from Harbaugh too, or John Harbaugh, the Ravens head coach. So that's kind of my thing on the Super Bowl, and now I can just talk about what I think will happen. So I think that the Ravens will win, not just because I'm a Ravens fan, but I think the Ravens will win 24-10, and that's my pick on the Super Bowl. You guys comment below what team you want to win and what you think the score will be. So I'll catch you guys in another video. Hope you guys like my little Super Bowl video, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Peace.